Hey, True Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. This is probably going to be the fourth video I've made on the Seahawks since I started this channel. I like to talk about the Seahawks because I live up here in Seattle, and if you come up to Seattle, you will see that it is Seahawks mania up here. It has been since the year the Seahawks went to Super Bowl 48. If you drive through Seattle, you will notice that about 1 out of every 5 cars is flying a Seahawks flag on it. That is no exaggeration. It is really a storm of Seahawks flags. Cars that don't have flags typically have Seahawks bumper stickers, window logos, and if you look at the people driving the cars, more often than not, they are wearing Seahawks jerseys, Seahawks t-shirts, sweatshirts, etc. On a Sunday, if you drive through traffic, it's almost hard to find somebody in a car who's not wearing Seahawks gear. To me, it is a really pathetic sight because I think of where all this money goes to. It goes to the rulers of these leagues who are the Zionists, the same people who control so much in this world. And they do all of their controlling by the numbers, which is what I am trying to show. I am trying to wake people up to the fact that professional sports are completely rigged by the numbers, predetermined, and what fans watch from the NFL to baseball to basketball to soccer and beyond are scripted performances with predetermined outcomes the majority of the time. For week 1 of the NFL season, the Seahawks lost a heartbreaker after the fans thought they had won the game. Up where I live, fireworks were going off with less than a minute left. The fans up here love to shoot off fireworks when the games are going on. Fireworks were booming all over. It looked like the Seahawks won the game, and then they lost with a very late change of fate. What's going on right now with the Seahawks is their player Cam Chancellor, who wears the number 31, is holding out for more money. A common story in the world of sports. Players holding out for more and more money when they're already paid absurd amounts. In the Seahawks game, they were up late, 31 points to 24 against the St. Louis Rams. With less than a minute left, a player on the Seahawks playing defense fell down on the field. It happened to be the player who was substituted for Cam Chancellor because he's out. That player fell down. It left his receiver wide open. That receiver caught the ball and ran it all the way in for a touchdown, tying the game, then sending it to overtime at a tie score of 31-31. So think about it. The player playing for Cam Chancellor, number 31, falls down. The game goes to overtime, 31-31, where the Seahawks lose. And then adding insult to injury, in overtime, the Seahawks lose by Marshawn Lynch being stopped in the backfield and the Seahawks turning over the ball on downs. Game over. ESPN's commentary on this highlight was, "Oh, that's what all the fans were saying last year at the end of the Super Bowl. The Seahawks should have ran it. Well, maybe if they would have run it, they would have met the same fate and lost anyway." You see, this is a complete joke. If you're not aware, the Super Bowl concluded last year in this fashion. Russell Wilson, the quarterback of the Seahawks, his 21st pass was intercepted by number 21 with 21 seconds left in the game on the date of 2/1, February 1st. The reason this is comical is it was the first time all season the Seahawks passed on the goal line, and it was the first time all season the rookie, number 21 for the Patriots, played on the goal line. Think about that. We're talking about the Super Bowl, the championship, and these teams, instead of going to their bread and butter, they go to a risky first-time chance that has this crazy outcome. Pro sports is full of this. It is a slap in the face of all the fans, and the only reason I think they can't see through it is because they're so busy believing in what's going on. With regards to 31, it is the foundational degree of Scottish Rite Freemasonry, and in the past videos of the Seahawks, I've shown how important the Masonic numbers are to the Seahawks. The foundational degree is 31, the middle degree is 32, and the top degree is 33. 31 through 33 for Scottish Rite Freemasonry. The Seahawks, when they got Pete Carroll as a head coach, he came in with a career NFL record of 33 wins, 31 loss. He replaced Jim Mora Jr., who had career 31 wins, 33 losses. The exact reflection, notice how both are the ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. In Freemasonry, triplets of numbers are very important. Cam Chancellor is born April 3rd, the 93rd day of the year. 31 three times is 93. Cam Chancellor's name also has a lot of other special qualities about it. His initials, all very Masonic numbers. The name Cam Chancellor has gematria of 53. The NFL has a 53-man roster. All signs of how things are done by the numbers. When the Seahawks won Super Bowl 48, it was a Super Bowl that had been predicted by the Simpsons TV show years in advance. In an episode, Homer bets on the Super Bowl and loses a lot of money. He bets on the Seattle Seahawks, who lose to the Broncos in the show by a score of 19-14. 19 plus 14 is 33. Seahawks have gematria of 33, and so does Simpson. Again, this Super Bowl they played in was the first Super Bowl ever on the 33rd day of the year, which was won by the Seahawks, also in very scripted fashion. Seattle News even did a story on how all of the scoring in the Super Bowl synced up with the numerology of 12, when in Seattle it's the 12th man that's huge. The fans up here, though, because they're too busy in believe mode, didn't realize this was all signs of the hoax that is the National Football League. The year before they went to the Super Bowl, they created a huge highlight known as the Beast Quake. The roar from the crowd supposedly set off a small earthquake. What's comical about the Beast Quake is it began at the 33rd parallel. Also, it should be noted that the name Beast has gematria of 47. Seattle's on the 47th parallel. 47, a very important number to the Masons. The college in Seattle is the Huskies. Huskies has gematria of 47. The landmark in Seattle is the Space Needle, which has a rotating restaurant that does a full rotation every 47 minutes. The word time also has gematria of 47. The reflection of 47 is 74. And with regards to the Seahawks, they were established in 74, played their first games in 76. And with regards to 33 and 74, they're both very Masonic numbers. The word Masonic has gematria of 74. In history, in geography, in science, in spirituality, all of these numbers are paired together. The word Christian has gematria of 47. The word Jesus has gematria of 74. The word cross has gematria of 74, as does Messiah, gospel. They say Jesus was crucified on the cross at age 33. On the periodic table, the 33rd element is arsenic, which has an atomic weight of 74. Arsenic also has a gematria of 33. Arsenic is often used to kill people. For hurricanes, the qualifying wind speed for a hurricane is 33 meters per second or 74 miles per hour. Of the 50 states in the United States of America, only one has a name gematria of 74. It is the 33rd state, Oregon. These numbers are very Masonic, and they are very much paired together all over the place. Here's one of those other places, the Seattle Seahawks. The year the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, they signed Percy Harvin on the date of March 11th, which can be written 11/3, a very important number to the Masons. The word Scottish has gematria of 113. Again, the ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry are 31, 32, 33. Cam Chancellor's initials are KC. K is the 11th letter, C the 3rd, 113. This year I made a prediction that the Eagles will win the Super Bowl very much because of these numbers and how they've been coded into their season. Notice, though, that Percy Harvin was signed to a 6-year, $67 million contract right here on the screen. The name Percy Harvin in gematria sums to 67. Percy also has that 31 name gematria right where we started. This is very common for professional athletes. It's amazing how often their salaries match up with their names. I did this work for Paul Pierce, LeBron James, and many others. When I wrote this, LeBron James was on a 2-year, $42 million contract. The name LeBron James equals 42. This past season, I was able to predict that the NBA Finals would be Cavs-Warriors based on their February 26th matchup in the regular season, where LeBron James had his season high of 42 points. Both the Warriors and the Cavs retired the number 42. I predicted that whoever won that series would win it 4-2, which the Warriors did. NBA Finals happens to have gematria of 42 as well. So if you're a 12th manner, if you have stickers all over your car, if you're flying flags, I want you to know that you have been duped. Your money has been stolen. If you still enjoy watching the games, I guess more power to you. But think about what you're doing. You're giving your money and your wealth to a gang of deceivers, liars, very dishonest people who rule this world by the numbers. Even in football games, one of the biggest distractions of the land. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.